Hi everyone. So I'll be giving a tutorial on to how you can get your traditional outfits. That's your up and down, buba and shokoto, and your agbada measure plus a cap. I get a lot of these requests from customers and friends from diaspora, and so this is a quick DIY lesson on how to get yourself or get somebody else measured. First of all, what you need is a tape rule, standard tape measure. A standard tape measure has goes from 1 to 60 inches. On the reverse side, you see centimeters. Some people like to measure in centimeters. Some people like to measure in inches. And so we're just going to go right away. And so, of course, make sure you have a pen and a paper to write the measurements that you take. So the first thing you're going to do is to measure the neck. Now, always make sure that there's a space on your finger. There's a space that your finger can go into, unless the end result will be too tight. Now, once you're done, you can see it should be free enough for the tape roll to move around freely. The next thing, the next one we're measuring is the shoulder. So you take it from one end of the shoulder blade to the other, and so you take it like this, and you end it here. So what I have here is 20 and a half. Of course, now the next thing I'll move on to is the sleeve. Now there are two ways to go about that. You either take the tape roll, move it from the 0 point up until the end of the sleeve. Now there's a catch to it. Now, because our elbows are constantly moving, if you took the tape roll all the way down, you won't be able to get the true measurement. So what is ideal is let it break at the elbow, hold it, and then continue measuring it until you get to the end of the sleeve. So I'll take it again. You take it from the end of the shoulder blade, hit the elbow, let it go, hold on to it, and continue from here. Another way to measure it is you take the midpoint of the shoulder. You take the midpoint of the shoulder, like so. Take the midpoint of the shoulder, break it at the end of the shoulder blade, break it at the end of the elbow, and let it stop at the wrist. Now, what you will get is half of what you got when you measure the shoulder, and then add it to what you get for the sleeve. So that is, I'm going to take that again. The shoulder from one end to the other, right? So the next one we're moving onto is the chest, which is also rather important. So we have the chest. So this is, you take it like so. Your hand should be able to move freely. Your hand should be able to move freely across the tape measure, like so. So you have for the chest. Always make sure that you are able to do this. Ideally, or another way to do this is take the exact chest measurement, and add about 3 inches. Move on to the tummy, and do the same like you did for the chest. So like so, or take the exact measurement and add a couple of inches to it. The next one we're going to move to is the length, your preferred length. So for instance, I'm going to take the measurement of the top. So this from here all the way to, now notice it's from the top of the collar bone all the way to the end. Some people like their tops longer to the knee, but make sure it is your tape rule runs across and drops to wherever you want it to. The next point will be the bicep. That's the how free or otherwise you want it to get to. So you do the same as you did for the chest. You ease up the tape rule a bit, and you have that. Then you move on to the bottom. If it's a short sleeve, You don't necessarily. I forgot to add that for the long for sleeves, for instance, like I'm wearing almost a 3/4 sleeve. So for whatever how long you want your sleeve to get to, you could take it to either way. So concluding on the bicep, so you have this. So wherever the sleeve is going to drop, you also want to measure the end point. So that's so we are pretty much done with the top. I'm going to move now to the trousers. Now for the trousers, of course, the most essential of all measurements is the waist. Now you have the tape rule going this way. Of course, just as the same principle that worked with the previous when we're measuring the chest, the same principle you work with for the waist. So you either take the exact measurement and then take a few inches out, or you leave a bit of space such that you're able to run your hand through. Now the next measurement we're going to take is that of the lap, is that of the thigh. So you have. I hope everyone here can see this. Yeah. So you take the thigh, and then take the run your tape roll across the upper leg, and make sure it's leaving a bit of space here. And make sure it's leaving a bit of space. The next one we're going to go to is the knee. Same concept. Move it up, down. So to give a tapered feel, you move from the waist to the thigh, to the knee, and to the bottom, which is also called the foot. Then, last but not least, we take the length. So you take the length from. So there are two kinds of lengths that we there are two kinds of lengths that we can take. The inseam and the outseam. So the outseam, you take the tape rule from the waist all the way down to the bottom of the ankle. Then for the inseam, you take the tape measure from the end of the flap here all the way to the ankle, and that should give you a pretty concise measurement. Of course, last but not least, we're going to take the measurements of the cap. Now, of course, a cap. A lot of people like their caps with a bit of grip. Some people like their caps free up. But like I said, the guiding principle behind it is to always make sure that your hand, at least a finger, your index finger, can run through. Your index finger is able to dip into whatever measurement you take. I will be back to give you tips on how to measure your agbada. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, comment, and of course share this video. Thank you. Bye from here.